Hey, bitch.
Hello. Do you see what my shirt says?
I need a Diet Coke. Girl, preach. Did you even open? Why do you hate waiting for me? Why do you hate me?
Because you take too long.
I don't take too. I'm sorry that I'm very busy with a job. Some of us are trying to make money, you know.
Well, I can be on time and make money. You let your buttons show too much.
Whatever, girl. Die in a fire.
That's me poking your buttons.
Well, at least my face isn't gray and it doesn't look like I got hit by my husband.
Fuck off. You're so mean. Sorry I can't wear makeup because I'm doing anti-aging procedures. Which
How's
is
that
not
going?
Getting punched by my husband. I just had I had some blood vessels pop.
It do be looking like you got hit.
It does. It looks like I got socked. I walked into the gym this morning and the little teenager that runs the gym, he was like, "Are you okay?" I was like,
blink twice if you need help. Did you run into a doorknob? I thought that's what you were going to say when you were like, I walked into a doorknob.
Okay. You know what's actually so funny though is yesterday, this was after I had already acquired my black eye. I was not fucking paying attention and I never closed that sliding glass door ever. When I tell you I thought I was going to have a goose egg, I hit myself so hard on that sliding glass door that the outside was closed. Connor had his headphones on and literally just looked up and goes, and I had just fucking ran into the sliding glass door. But
it's like when Murphy ran into it.
Yeah. Wait, do I look that ugly?
No, your hair is fine. It's just your face.
That is so mean.
You look beautiful. You look like model, Evangelista.
You know that scene in Bridesmaids where, what's her name? Like the pretty one in it? It's not Kristen Wiig. It's the other one. She's like the housewife, like the other.
Yeah.
And she's like sweaty and gross. And Kristen Wiig's like, you look kind of bad. And she's saying, I don't look bad. I don't look bad, right? And Kristen Wiig's like, you do. No, and she's like, no, I don't. No, I don't. That's how I feel.
That's funny. Hilarious even.
Oh my gosh. I sent social media on a total frenzy with the man purse thing. I didn't think people were going to get so mad at me. Watch out, everybody. I'm a misogynist.
I think misogyny is a little bit of a reach.
They were like, this homophobic, toxic masculinity, bitch.
Oh my God, I'm bleeding. What happened?
You're bleeding?
Yeah, I cut my leg. I don't know.
On what?
Who the fuck knows?
It's the ghosts. It's the Halloween ghosts. That's what I would do as a ghost. I would just trip people. They would have no idea why they just fell over.
I mean, people falling is funny, as long as they're okay. But I definitely watch people fall.
I think it depends on who it is.
I love to watch people get scared. Oh my God, I have this video I'll have to show you of me scaring Joey the other day and him screaming. It was great.
Oh, I love it. Wait, okay. If you were a ghost, I feel like we talk about poltergeists and entities a lot on here. Oh, wait. People in the car can be like, what just happened? What was that?
That was a video of me scaring Joey.
What would be your thing if you were haunting people? What would be your thing?
I would probably whisper in people's ears.
Sweet nothings or sweet means?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're super ugly today. You look terrible.
Your refrigerator is running.
You forgot to lock the front door.
Yeah, I would do some dumb shit like that. Right, it's funny.
I think I would throw shit. Suddenly something across the room just hauls itself at you.
Or just scream randomly, you're sitting on the couch watching Dancing with the Stars and I just go, ah! Or when you're sleeping, so you jars you and you would sit straight up.
Yeah. Or some annoying things like somebody puts their knife away and I just take it back out, or they clean the whole kitchen and I just immediately you turn around and all the dishes are back on the counter and in the sink.
Or on a cliffhanger of their show and I just turn off the television.
You make the power go out so they can't turn it on.
Yeah, I flipped the switch on the breaker.
Oh my God. Wait, that's funny. Oh, we would be
We would
great
just torment
ghosts.
people. We would be. Well, there's only one way to make that happen.
I'm not ready yet.
Casper your ass.
Those things I can still do in life. I can still annoy my husband living.
Yeah, I just showed you a video of just scaring Joey. I can scare her while I'm alive.
I was gonna
Capable.
say, I feel like we don't need to be dead to do I don't need to be dead to throw shit at my husband.
You should just like do it when you go to your friend's house. Like, don't say anything and just like pick something up and hurl it across the room. Not just at your husband. Like, go to mom's house and just
At
like
everyone.
pick something up and just throw it. You can imagine being at Maddie's house and she's be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I'm just throwing I'm like chucking pillows at her face, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Like,
that's funny.
The fuck is wrong with you? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Maybe I'll do that when Connor gets home. Fine.
He's like in the kitchen putting his stuff away. You just turn around, hurl a pillow, and just turn back around, look at the TV like nothing happened. And he's like, "What the fuck was that for? What are you talking about?"
I'd be like,
"What?" How are things going with preparing for your Indianapolis move, which you went to Indy this past weekend?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that as well.
in terms of prep, I'm stressed. I'm not going to lie, because we are putting the house up on the market in 2 weeks and there's a lot to do. So I'm handling everything on the inside. Connor's handling everything on the outside, but we're getting it done. But we had the best trip last weekend. We went house hunting.
Ooh.
And saw a few that we really, really loved. And we got to see our nieces. We got to see Vivi play softball, got to see Sawyer play soccer. I'm pretty sure I was the only one on the sidelines, like yelling at Sawyer's soccer game.
Oh, we stand a supportive queen.
I know. And Wheatley just ran around wreaking havoc. That's just what she does, but it's so cute. But we had the best weekend. Honestly, it just reminded us why we decided to do this. Like all weekend, yeah. Vivi was like, she's like, "I can't wait for you." What? In fairness to Vivi, she's 10. Everything was self-serving. She's like, "I can't wait for you to take me to concerts and I can share your clothes."
Share your clothes.
Yeah. And she was like, "And you can take me shopping." But she was like kidding. But and then Sawyer was like, "You're gonna be at all of my games and all of our birthday parties." And then on Saturday night, Wheatley just like put her head on my forehead and she goes, "I can't wait for you to live here."
And she's, how old is she?
She's 3.
Oh, precious baby.
I know. I was like, this is why we're doing this. Like, this is it. This is why. So we're excited. It was a great weekend. What did you get up to?
Friday night was chill. Joey and I played video games. And then Saturday I had a B-Day party for a friend of mine that turned 30, which I was like, ooh.
Oh my God. You have friends that are 30?
Yeah, I have just because of, like, for my gym and stuff like that. I have friends that are older than me, friends that are younger. Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Don't worry.
And then Sunday we hung out with little Amelia. We took her to a little pumpkin patch.
I saw a picture.
Cute. Yeah, the picture of like her squatting down with Joey holding her little pumpkin. She looks like a little
cute. She's smaller than half the pumpkins.
Yeah, she's such a little tiny little sweet girl.
She's so tiny.
And she's just so fun. I just love this kid.
How old is she again?
Just turned. She's like 2 and some change.
Okay. She's getting into like a really fun age too. Like I feel like their personality really starts to come out at that age, and like they have like opinions, and it's so sweet. That's about when Wheatley started really like showing her personality, and they just get kids are just like, when they start developing like their sense of self, it is so funny. Like Wheatley, you can't tell that girl nothing. Her word is God. Like she will look me dead in the face and I'll be like, "Oh, like, grandma is Connor's mom, right?" And she'll be like, "No, that's grandma." Like she could not let Connor like take Ross as his brother. She's like, "Nah, that's my dad." Nope. It's so funny. So I'm sure Amelia's gonna start getting her like her cute little quirks and her like little opinions, and it's so cute and it's sweet.
Yeah,
to watch
she's already there, and
she's
just so different. Like she doesn't like the same thing a lot of kids like. It was so funny. Joey was getting pictures of they bought her like googly eyes for her pumpkins. And instead of putting them on her pumpkins, she put them all over herself. And she insisted on going to bed in them. And when she woke up, like some of them had fallen off, and she wanted to wear them the whole next day. And when they were falling off, she's like, "Where are my monster eyes?" Like she has these googly eyes all over her face, and it's so funny. And I'm like, well, yeah, she likes Monsters Inc., right? And there's that monster that has the eyes all over. So she wanted to be like the monsters of Monsters Inc., I'm guessing.
So funny.
And it's so
love that
cute.
Monsters Inc. is her thing.
She loves Monster Inc. She's like, "Where are my monster eyes?" Like, dead ass. Where are they? Give me my monster.
She likes a creature. Like, didn't she have a Grinch birthday party?
She had a Grinch birthday party, and for Halloween, she's going to be a Yeti. I think I used it in that picture. She's so excited about her Yeti costume. She's fucking cutest. I fucking love her. I was telling Joey last night, I was like, when is she going to come and play? Like, I need her back, please.
I get it. There are very few children that I want to be around. And it's like my nieces, Maddie's child, like and so when you finally do get like a kinship with a child, it's like fun. I get why people like kids.
Yeah. She's just, especially when they're well behaved like her.
Yeah. Well, that's so sweet. What a fun little
fun.
fall in LA
evening.
Like, yeah, family time.
Fall into the Gap. Speaking of Gap, so a little announcement. I know, sorry, weird transition.
I like that transition.
Right. So there's going to be a little bit
Speaking
of a gap.
massive space.
So surprise for everyone. This is our little season finale. So there's going to be a little gap, but this is a great opportunity for you to catch up if you missed some episodes. But, you know, with everything going on in Gina's life and the holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a little season finale. I think there'll probably be some like little bonus episodes here and there. Maybe it is the season 2 Be Jolly episode. You know, we'll just see how everything plays out. But just know, everybody, that it's time for a little break, which all podcasts do. So, yeah.
I can't believe it's been since April that we started recording these. That's like
happened?
Bananas. I don't know.
I mean, speaking of turning 30, we're almost there.
I know. That's actually so crazy. I know.
Wild thornberries.
I'm excited too. And this time, like, CJ and I are going to have like all these different things going on. Like, I'm going to have moved. And so, like, when we do these little catch up episodes or when we start season 2, oh my gosh, get ready. There's going to be so much content.
Yeah. We love content.
We love content. And so much is going to happen. So there's so much in pop culture that's going to happen that we're going to be able to recap.
Right. Pop culture, politics, the world burning down.
We're going to get back together whenever we do. I imagine probably closer to the new year. And we're going to be like, oh my God, so how did you survive Armageddon? How'd you do?
Right. And don't forget to talk to me. Like, the thing I loved about this podcast is it's brought us so close together, right? Like, we went from like talking every now and then to literally talking almost every single day. So don't forget to talk to me.
Well, you don't forget to talk to me either. You're busier than I am.
Yeah, but it comes in waves, you know?
Yeah, I know. I get it. No, I will definitely talk to you because I'm going to be crashing out a lot in the next couple months. So,
yeah.
Especially like if we move sooner than later, I'm going to be cold in Indiana. What else am I going to do other than talk to you?
Yeah.
So.
And we still need to figure out what we're doing the holidays. Like.
Yeah. I can't even like. My brain can't even think of that. I'm like, I don't know. I was telling Mom this. I think I told you, like, I was like, I don't know when we're moving. I don't know if we're going to be doing Thanksgiving here or if we're doing Thanksgiving in Indiana. I don't know if we're going to be living in Indiana by Christmas. So
Thanksgiving is in 6 weeks.
I can't even like think past. I can't think past like
the
my
weekend
birthday right now. Honestly, like my birthday and Sabrina's wedding the weekend after in New York. Like those are like my. My brain physically can't fit in anything else in. So but we do have people coming to view the house off market, which is exciting.
Ooh. Speaking of Halloween and your birthday, did you how's it going with your Britney Spears costume? Did you hear back from this girl?
No. Okay, I'm starting to get a little nervous. So, okay, but she did post an update on her Instagram, and she said that she had closed orders and stuff. So I'm sure she's working on it. But she confirmed my date with me and everything when I placed the order. But I emailed her yesterday, and I haven't heard back. And
did you not get a phone number or anything?
No, I mean, she has like an email, and she was. I don't want to bother her too much. She's probably busy.
Yeah, give it through the weekend and be like, hey, just checking in. Like, she may be so busy. 'Tis the season for her, right? That she's
exactly
like, I'll get to you when I can get to you, girl. My fingers are bleeding from the sewing machine.
100%. So I'm trying, and she makes everything like custom from scratch, and it's only been four weeks. So I'm trying to
a little bit of grace.
Yes, I'm not gonna get panicked, but I do have links for like backup Britney, and I guess I'll just do denim Britney as a backup just in case.
Well, we love a plan B.
Like the pill.
Yeah, but I meant like a plan for your Halloween costume, but you know.
I mean,
also
time and place.
Plan B.
You never know. You never know when you never know when you need to just.
Did you hear about Diddy's sentencing?
Okay, fucking bullshit. By the way, 4 years, which means he's getting out in 2.
And all these charges dropped. Like, whatever.
But I have to say, I'm not surprised. Again, I thought the prosecution did a terrible job. Terrible job.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get off. He'll get a star power. He's got the money.
Yeah.
Where's
so
the justice?
There isn't.
Justice for Cassie.
And I would be willing to bet that the court ruling is probably just to give the public some sort of justice.
Right.
I was like, what am I
Right.
trying to say?
I don't
Like, because
know.
I would be willing to bet that his lawyers pulled out all the fucking stops and tried everything to make sure that man did not go to prison. And I bet you they're only sending him just for the sake of sending him, not because the prosecution actually put up a good enough case.
Yeah, I agree. Avoiding the revolt.
So sad. But did you see that? I love 50 Cent's Instagram for this stuff. He was posting all like the court drawings. He posted pictures of Liddy like upset with like gray hair at the court.
I'm boycotting. I'm pissed.
What are you boycotting?
I don't know, but I am. I'm mad about
Okay.
it. I just think he deserves more punishment.
I agree.
It is obvious what you did wrong, dude.
I think we don't know the half of what he did.
Totally agree.
I think he should be in prison for the rest of his life. But
Mm-hmm. Throw it away.
if I was the lawyer, I would have gotten that shit done. Yeah, are we skipping Taylor?
I just don't have anything to say.
Mm-hmm.
I
good
haven't
with that.
heard a single song.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Like, you're a showgirl. You're not a showgirl. It's just how I
That's what
feel.
you have to say.
Period to paragraph print.
Should I leave that in there?
Yeah. Just leave it in there. Sorry, y'all know how I feel about Taylor Swift, and I already have beige paint.
I didn't think Taylor's album was as bad as people are saying. I think it's fine. I'm not blown away by it, but I think it's fine.
I mean, I heard people that are like stan hers who are like, it's fine.
yeah,
it's
like
fine.
it's less soulful than the music that she was writing when she was heartbroken. Fucking obviously, like it's definitely more upbeat and poppy now. People love for artists to be in mourning because then that's when they write good music. But like,
I mean, that's what a lot of people are
happy.
saying is like, she's happy, so the music wasn't that good.
Yeah, like okay, like I thought it was fine. I
Yeah.
bopped to it while I painted my wall yesterday. I think it's fine.
Yeah. But I'm kind of more into like Doja Cat's new album. There's this one song on it called Take Me Dancing. It's like got this disco vibe and SZA's in it, and it's just so good. I just listened to it on repeat. It's so different for her. It's not like this super hip hoppy rappy kind of song.
Oh, really?
And it's really, really good. I'll send it to you. It's just like, oh,
I'll listen
okay.
to it.
Take me
Is SZA
dancing.
the one that does like the booty thing with the water? Made me sweat, made me harder, made me lose my breath. And then in the thing, she's like popping her. I almost said popping her pussy, which I guess she kind of is doing. But like she's doing like the
the
round
water
thing.
song. No, that's Tyler.
Yes. Oh, okay. I got them confused. Dancing. I'm just my brain just.
Like, are you okay? What? I have no fucking clue what just happened.
I tried to transition
I don't think you do
that,
either.
and my brain literally just my brain just said, "Let's just take a shot in the dark and see what happens."
I don't know what to do. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna talk about Dancing with the Stars, and my brain.
Oh
just
yeah,
decided
Disney night.
Yeah, my brain decided to implode. Yeah, Disney night, Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars.
do you have a favorite?
I thought Alex Earl, killed it. I thought it was a beautiful
Killed
dance.
it. She's my favorite. Joey and I both agree. She was
Yeah.
my favorite. Her Maleficent horns. I love that she took
my
the villain
God.
aspect because no one else really, in my opinion, did that. She fucking killed it. It was
Killed
so
it.
good. Like you could feel the emotion in her dancing. Like, you could tell that she
totally agree.
really had fun with it. I loved
yeah.
it. It was my
And I
favorite.
thought she got snubbed on the scores. I thought she needed a 9 in there, and they gave her all 8s.
Okay, the scoring drives me crazy. You mean to tell me that you scored everybody so similar of like it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what's his name from the Pentatonics? Love you,
Yeah.
dude. You're my people. Like, love your music and stuff, but I wasn't feeling it. I don't think Dylan Efron is really doing that great. Like, he's just kind of like throwing himself around. It feels half-assed, but you got a similar score. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
How did she get such similar scores? Like, that bitch fucking killed it. And I think
I
Whitney
totally
killed
agree.
it too, but she got the same
Yeah.
score. Like, I don't understand the scoring. I don't know if they're just trying to.
I don't either. I
don't
think
know.
they're trying to be nice, and like they're not scoring. For example, no offense, like Andy's dances deserve a 3 or a 4, but they never
Yeah.
score below 6.
5. He got 1 5,
Yeah.
maybe 2 5s,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
never below that. And he
Right,
made it
so I
another
think
round. Like he passed again.
I know. I kind of feel bad for Hilaria.
See, I don't because I'm like, okay. I'm like, whatever about her too.
I don't think Andy's
feel like her
better.
dancing I agree. I don't think he's better, but I think he's getting the fun votes. I think he's getting votes
Yeah.
to the audience because people are like, oh my God, he's so cute. I think the message that he gave in episode 1 or 2, like his speech, like people really related to that. It was it very humanized him and it gave him a lot of like, I'm not being shady, but like the empathy vote. Like I think people really just think he's adorable and cute and
I think it's his sweatbands.
yeah. And him dressed as Ratatouille with that weird ass wig popping out of the hat. And then y'all put her in a rat costume.
I know.
Dancer. I was like, not you standing up there with this rat face.
Did you hear in the pre-dance interview, he was like, it's about a chef and a rat, and it's just like our relationship. I'm the chef, she's the rat. And then you can tell they had him follow up with what he meant.
Poor little Andy. What a little cutie. But yeah, he's not the dancing votes.
No, he's not. But I don't know. I did in terms of like talent. I get Hilaria's not my favorite in terms of personality, but I thought Lauren was a better dancer than Hilaria. I didn't think Hilaria deserved to stay.
We didn't talk about that, but when I tell you, everyone was shocked, including me and Joey, and I was upset.
Yeah.
Lauren was one of Joey's favorites because he loves Pussycat Dolls. I literally stood there in complete shock. I wonder if she just like didn't get the votes. I was, what? Like, I love her. And her partner, Brandon, is an amazing dancer. By the way, we met him this past weekend. Joey and I were at the Grove, and we were popping in Nordstrom. I bought this cute little new hat. It says faded with a little sloth. Cute. But while we were at the checkout counter, and I looked up and I was like, oh my God, it's Brandon and his wife, who was also a dancer on the show. And Joey just looked at him and goes, Brandon, we voted for you. And he was so nice. Really tall, by the way. I was actually kind of surprised. It was given like 6'2", 6'3". I was like, you don't look that tall on the show. He's really tall.
He doesn't.
But
maybe
so nice. He was so nice. He was like, oh, thank you guys. That's really thoughtful and sweet. How are you today? Like, what are your names? I hope you guys have a good day. You out shopping today? Like, he just was really engaging. A lot of celebrities, it's quite common here. You see them, and a lot of times they just nod or wave, or they're trying to be incognito because they don't want to be bothered. Right. But he was just so nice. He's not this big celebrity. People were like, oh my God, it's Kim Kardashian. Because when we were checking out, the guy that was the cashier was like, wait, who is that? And we were like, Dancing with the Stars.
Like, hello, do you know who he is? And it was just cute. He's Brandon. Well, I don't get how that was just mind-boggling to me. I agree. So like, I don't know. I guess with the voting, you're right. It is like a lot of a popularity vote, but the scoring system, I don't know. You guys are going to have to start giving out some like low scores. Everybody can't keep getting the same average scores every episode.
It's for like 23 to 26.
Yeah. Well, Joey's watched for a while. Is this normal for them to just be giving out average scores like this?
I think he said yes. And then as you get through, the scores get more because they want to portray this growth and everything. The budget. I was like, the production team on the Disney episode has to be insane because the budget, the show is wild.
The Space Mountain one, I'm like, oh my God, the amount of LED lights you guys have just like moving in here was crazy.
I didn't like that dance.
I thought it was good. Considering like what they had to dance to, I thought it was one of her best dances though.
And him dressed as that alien, I was like, I barely recognized you.
I know. I feel like some of the couples got snubbed with their costumes. Like some of them got to be so cute. Like, and then some of them were like aliens and fucking monkeys. And I was like, ooh.
I was like, or a rat. Like, what is that? Jordan tries to do better. She's my favorite. Like, I'm really, really rooting for her. She is a baddie. I really want her to go far because I don't think this was her best week. Like last week, I was wowed. I want her to go far. I think she's my favorite. I just love her.
I love her. I think that I'm learning certain dances, certain people just do better. She does a lot better when there's a lot more high energy and gymnastic style dancing. And then she has a harder time with like the more ballroom style, like I don't know what this one's called. A waltz, maybe?
I mean, yeah.
Everyone's like, there's different styles for everybody. And I imagine they have to switch it up each week. That makes total sense. But I agree. I thought this week didn't do her
Yeah.
justice.
I think she's probably the best gymnast that's been on there because,
Oh, for sure.
you know, gymnasts are so hard and they got to be so rigid, but she's just not. She's really feeling it. And I don't know. I really like her. I wanted to go far.
I do too. I also just like love her personality,
Yeah.
you know?
And I want redemption for her because of what happened with her medal at the Olympics.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah. I want this for her too. She's in my top 3, I would say.
Yeah. I think she's mine too. I don't know how far she'll go. I hope she's in the finale, but like there are some good dancers. Did you hear on, I think she put it on her social media.
You took the words from my mouth. I know what you're going to say.
You do it.
Topanga's bringing Feeny.
That's not what I was going to say, but yes, that's cool.
Yes. What are you going to say?
She went, I think it was on social media, and she was telling everybody, she goes, you guys have to vote Danielle because everybody keeps texting in Topanga. So the votes aren't getting in. She's like, yo, don't type Topanga. That's not my name.
Wait, that's funny. I didn't know
That's so funny. But I didn't know she's bringing Feeny. Like, how is that going to work? Like, in the audience?
Well, and because they're dancing with family members and stuff next week. They're bringing in like guests.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was still alive.
She goes, okay. Well, she goes. So the guest I'm bringing on is Bill. I can't remember his last name, and she was like, Feeny's coming, but she goes, but let me clarify. He's going to be on the dance floor.
Yeah, the man was, you know, a bit older on the show, which was 75 years ago.
He's got to be in his 90s.
But great, like Feeny's getting a little moment. I love it.
I'm like, can he travel safely?
Yeah. How old is Feeny?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
How old is Feeny from
Mr.
Boy Meets
Feeny?
World? I don't even know his name.
I don't either.
William Daniels?
Yeah, he's 98.
Born in 1927?
Wait.
You know
How
what?
are they going to...
That you could get up and even stand on a dance floor at 98. You go, Glen Coco. Oh, wow.
Wait, I have so many questions. Aww.
I'm gooped. You know what? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be watching. Feeny, you're a star at 98. You fuck yes. You do your big one.
I wonder like, are they just going to put him in like a wheelchair in the middle of the dance floor?
Stop.
I mean,
I can't.
Well,
we'll be watching. I'm obsessed with the show. It's so good.
And they're doing it to the theme song of Boy Meets World.
Really? I can't wait. This is going to be so great.
I know. I haven't heard like who anyone else is going to bring on. Like, I think they can choose whoever they want. Like, who's Whitney going to bring on? Is she going to like have her husband? Like, is Alex going to bring Braxton over? No, like, what does this look like?
You know, I was thinking about that when I was watching because I'm always like, okay, well, when is so-and-so going to be in the audience? Like, is Zac Efron ever going to show up? You know, I've seen people that I know and some that I've even worked with in the audience. Like Shangela was in there, but she was on the show before. So I was looking, you know, I've been looking in the audience about who they pan to. Was when they panned to her friends and family in the audience, I was squinting. I was like, is Braxton in there? Just because for those that don't know, we're not going to get into it, but we've known Braxton. We lived in the neighborhood with him, who is a football player now for Miami.
No, he plays for the Texans now, I think.
Yeah, whatever. But
or
like we know him.
Texas.
We knew him since he was 7 years old. So
yeah, we went to preschool together, so we've known each other most of our lives. And my mom's friends with his mom, so I know. I'm sure. I doubt he can go though because of like practices and shit. You know, it's football season, so I doubt it. But so maybe she'll have like her dad or someone, which her dad is like kind of problematic, so maybe not. Yeah, good. I'm excited to see what they bring to the table next week. I'm really enjoying the show. I am why
too.
People like it so much.
And I love how wholesome it is, and it just kind of gives you a moment from the rest of the world. I actually really love it.
Well, I hate to pivot, but I want to talk about something that's kind of current right now in the know. I'm seeing it all over social media. And so I kind of want to break it down with you and get your thoughts because I feel like there might be a lot of misinformation out there and I want to know what you've read. Have you heard about this conversion therapy Supreme Court thing going on in Colorado right now?
I mean, in my community, how can you miss it? Like, it's just not becoming very mainstream media, but I've been seeing stuff about it for over a week.
Oh, okay. Jordan brought it to my attention on Monday.
Yeah, smaller community-based outlets. And I've been waiting for more information to come out about it so that I can be more familiar with it. And, you know, I've kind of looked really deep into it for the last few days now that it's becoming really talked about and there's a lot more information out there about it. I'm kind of upset.
Okay.
Like, first of all, can y'all just leave us alone? Like, just leave us alone.
Yeah. I feel like it's been a lot lately.
Yeah. So essentially to sort of set it up, and this is from my perspective, and if you have, you know, other perspectives based on what you've seen, chime in. But if this isn't really prominent in everyone's thing, so it's essentially what's happening is in the state of Colorado, it is against the law for you to use conversion therapy as a tactic against LGBT people, especially when it comes to kids, when they start coming to mental health professionals with identifying as LGBTQ. And that's not in every state. There are quite a bit of states that, you know, it's frowned upon, but it's not forbidden. Colorado is one of the, I don't know, maybe it's like 40-50% of the states in our country where you cannot, it is against the law. There are laws against it.
Can we define it? I guess that's where I'm getting confused with everything that I'm seeing. Are we talking about speech? Are we talking about physical? Like, are we talking about shock shit from like the 30s and 50s and 60s? Like, can we define it?
Based on my interpretation, I think there's like multiple layers for how they're trying to define it. I do think there's some misinformation out there. So like in my head, and I think in a lot of our community's head, because of the trauma that we've experienced with this, it can get very physical. Shock therapy, abuse, quote, treatments back in the day. And this was not that long ago. We're talking about 50, 60 years ago. Like that's not a long time. It was very traumatizing when we as a community hear conversion therapy.
Yeah.
What I think they're trying to say is conversation. So their argument is that it's against their free speech. This one mental health professional, I think she's a psychiatrist. And what she's saying is that she has faith-based practice, and it's overlapping again with this whole freedom of speech religion thing. And where there's an argument that people are trying to say is there's a difference between free speech and conduct, which is the action. So there's speech and there's action. And what they're trying to say is by using conversion therapy, it's not your right to say what you want. It's the conduct and the action of providing your mental health service. Like, so let's take the physical stuff out of it.
Okay. We're talking just talk.
From what I have read in the arguments and what I have read in the statements, there isn't conversation about the physical, like, aspect of
I haven't seen any
doing
of that
something
either.
harmful to a child other than a conversation, right?
Okay.
And so, but I have seen a lot of people, oh my God, they're trying to do all of this. And I think that is because of the triggerness and the trauma. But I worry about that because what kind of precedent are we saying? I don't see where they're drawing a line and saying this is not part of that. This is going to be a no with part of this argument. I don't see that sort of stuff. So where is the line? How is this speech thing not the beginning of something that could happen? Just like what we talked about with reproductive right. Like where is the line and could this domino into something else? I haven't seen conversations about that, which is one thing that concerns me.
Okay.
Another thing that concerns me is, in my opinion, I don't think it's the role of a mental health professional to try and use faith or their own opinions about LGBTQ to try and convince a child that something that they are not. Instead of using your profession to try and walk the child through, why do you feel this way? What does that mean for you? Like, these people are not trying to convince people that they are trans. That is not a fucking thing. Like, this type of gender affirming care, you people that are like, they're trying to turn our kids trans have absolutely no idea, because this is a part of where people on the more conservative far right side are trying to say that this is what is trying to happen if we don't do this conversion therapy. You people have no idea what you're talking about. We don't just in a week when someone says that they're gay or trans, all of a sudden they're having surgery. That's not a thing. You people have no idea what you're talking about. So there's this concern that I have with this woman saying that she should have the right to use her faith to tell this child they are not what they're feeling. Like, I just don't think that that's an effective way.
So that's specifically what
that's my understanding and my interpretation of how this is being portrayed to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And this has been widely condemned by a plethora of medical groups, medical professionals, because of the harmful effects. There is a lot of data out there that suggests that it makes it amplifies much more for kids to feel bad and develop other mental health issues, that it is linked to an increased amount of suicides, to homelessness, to separation anxiety. Like there is a lot of harmful things that could come to this. Like, can you imagine someone that you are trusting to try and help your child understand an emotion say, I don't think you should feel that way. That's wrong. Like, what? I can't imagine someone trying to take that approach with my child.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess where I'm confused is just the ambiguity of the whole situation feels very ambiguous on a few different levels. I didn't know that in the practice of medicine that you could use your faith as a basis of your practice. Like I know a lot of doctors that are very religious, but they're not using faith as a reason to treat someone in a certain way or whatever the case. So I guess I'm confused on her grounds on that part because you
Do you
can't
think that they should be able to?
No.
Okay.
But I guess when it comes to and that's where I'm another level of this is like, should you be in a profession where you have to come to a child with an unbiased opinion, or if you're incapable of being unbiased due to your faith? Again, I respect faith. I think that if you have certain beliefs, you can have those beliefs, but you are not to use those beliefs to then dictate how you practice and perform your job. Like same thing with the clerk, right? So
Right.
I on that basis, I don't really understand why this is even being considered. Because again, separation of church and state is a real thing, especially when it comes to finite laws about medicine. And this is medicine at the end of the day. So that I don't understand. Where I guess I'm getting confused, why can't under Colorado law, like let's say let's take faith out of it, right? If a mom has a child and I don't know how I would act if my child came up to me and my son said, "Mom, I'm having these feelings," or whatever it is. I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know if I'd send them to therapy. But let's say the mom sends them to therapy. Does the therapist like have to affirm the child's belief under this law? That's why I'm confused. Can this therapist not work and ask questions a certain way? Like, that's why I don't even understand why this is coming to be. How is it imploring on her speech? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I don't understand this as freedom of speech because in my opinion, let's even take the LGBTQ identity out of it. Why I go to a therapist, and I would imagine you as well, is that I look to how I can process emotion, how I can be better about processing my emotion, how to identify how I feel, and what do I do with that information? What does it tell me? Like, my therapist doesn't tell me how I should feel. She asks me questions to get more information out of me. And then oftentimes she will compare how I feel with other things that she's seen. There are these studies out there, or there are people that feel this way and this is a path they go down. Like, she helps me try to process and figure out what I'm feeling. She doesn't tell me, "Oh, well, you're feeling this way because this happened to you." And maybe some people do, but that's just not, that hasn't been my experience. Like when I have talked about issues and stuff with my parents and my mother and my father, it's always been, I've been seeing my therapist for 8 years. So she's very familiar with how I process. And she'll ask me like, "Okay, well, why do you feel that way? What do you think that it is that makes you angry about this thing? Or, why did you want to go and spend time with her if you were estranged? What led you down that path?" Like, that's just how she approached my issue. So when we're talking about the LGBTQ thing is why I would want to send my child, like to your point, like maybe because of my lived experience would have a way to talk to my child about how they're feeling about this issue because I'm familiar with it. So maybe I do want to send them to a professional that is trained and knows how to practice in helping my 10-year-old process an emotion or a feeling, or even help them understand, like, that is a very developmental age, right? And so it's just like your opinion on the LGBTQ people based on your faith, I absolutely agree. That is nothing to do with your ability to practice medicine.
100%. That's why I'm confused why what in the current law, and I even read the law, what in the current law is she negating? That's why I'm like, I just don't understand.
I mean, she's saying it's free speech. The other lawyers are trying to say like, it's the conduct. It's the act of you providing your therapeutic service. It's not your opinion based on, like, she's arguing free speech, and there's a difference between speaking and acting. That's what they're trying to say. Yeah.
So is she basically trying, like, if a minor is like, I'm having these certain feelings, and is she intending to look at these kids and be like, well, that's not what God wants you to do. So here's how we have to navigate you. Is that essentially?
That's my understanding. That's how
Okay.
I interpreted what's happening.
That's how I'm interpreting it too. And I guess, I don't know. And listen, if some families are extremely faith-based and they want to use a faith-based therapist, I guess that's their prerogative. I didn't know that you could use your faith as a basis of medical practice. So I guess like this whole thing I'm very confused by.
Yeah. And, I will say, like, especially in our community, and why I think people are also in uproar is that faith and religion has not been kind to us in the past as a whole. It has been very hateful, mean, rude, abusive. And so I think there's a concern of like, okay, well, if this family is sending them to this person that they know has a faith-based opinion, is it now becoming unsafe for the child because now the parents are forcing this, oh, you can't be gay, it's against religion. Like, that's still very common. It is a big reason why there's LGBTQ homeless youth problem in this country, and it is a problem. It is constantly still increasing, especially when you get into additional minority marginalized communities. And so I think that is a concern that we have, that here's another instance where faith is trying to abuse us.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. And by the way, because I've had people give us some feedback before, some of our religious listeners that are like, hey, by the way, like Christians don't hate gay people. That's not what we're saying. So like, please don't think that's what we're saying. We're saying historically, and you cannot deny that Christianity has not been kind to the LGBTQ community. It
definitely hasn't to me. They outcasted me.
So,
like I've said this before. I was religious in my freshman year when I just, came out and explored more of who I was thrown out of my circles.
Right. So we're not saying that it's everybody. We're speaking on CJ's experience and then just, historically speaking. So please don't assume that we assume that all Christians hate gay people. That's not what we're saying. I completely agree with you. I think a lot of the uproar is because like the words conversion therapy, I think everyone's mind goes to the same thing. It goes to shock nodes on the head. And it is not that. That is not what people are trying to bring
That's
back.
not what's being written down, but again, there is not a clear line or definition of that.
Gotcha.
So I'm concerned about the domino effect of that. I will say to that too, again, to your point, I do think there's a lot of misinformation out there, and we say this a lot to everybody listening. I hate this term, but do your own research. Like, go in and do some Googling. Go in and actually read stuff. Even if you don't understand it, that's okay. Try to find a way to unpack what's actually being said instead of just reposting this, they're trying to kill kids. Like, there's also been some posts, and I am not defending this man, but because I actually looked for this, but people are saying the Trump administration is trying this. And I think because he's often been tied to a more conservative Supreme Court, like all three branches of government are widely controlled by more conservative, right-leaning people, including the Supreme Court. So I think people are associating with that. But I did physically look, is Trump saying this? Now, not outwardly. I think there's a lot of other stuff that is being publicly spoken, but I personally have not seen where anyone in the White House has made statements about this. No. Now, I'm not saying it's not happening behind the scenes. I wouldn't be surprised because, as everyone knows, I just don't trust them. But like I've seen a lot of people saying it's Trump's fault, and I personally haven't seen where those statements are being made yet.
No, I'd love to know what his gay employees have to say to those people. I don't know. I haven't seen that either, but I agree. I think everybody needs to just like actually look into it. Not that it makes it less concerning. I just don't get the basis of this law. The same way I don't understand the basis of the Florida law of like removing the rainbow fucking crosswalks. Like, how is this? I don't understand. I don't understand how this benefits anybody. Like they just annihilated the Pulse nightclub memorial.
Yeah. So for folks that are also learning about this, is Florida's, I believe the governor, I may be misspeaking, but
it's the Florida Department of Transportation.
Yes, which is a part of the state legislature, but it's a part of the state stuff. Said that it was against the law to have specifically rainbow crosswalks because they think it makes it harder to identify crosswalks and blah, blah, blah. And it's
it didn't say specifically rainbow. It said, I can pull it up. It said non-conformative crosswalks due to safety is what the law said. But they're removing the rainbow ones.
However, we feel we're being targeted because the only thing I've seen is focused on rainbows. Now, again, that's just what the algorithm is feeding me. But to your point, the Pulse nightclub, like, if for those of you that aren't familiar, it was June 12th, 2016, that this crazy gunman walked into a Pulse nightclub, which is an LGBTQ nightclub in Orlando, and murdered 49 people. It is, I believe, the biggest mass shooting that we're aware of that was specifically targeting our people. And Pulse nightclub is not like on this major city. It's not like this huge community like, you know, West Hollywood.
It was like a side street of downtown Orlando.
Yeah, it's off the beaten path, and this crosswalk is right by it, and it is a memorial to what happened. And they went in, they painted over it, and the community was pissed off about it. People went in and put chalk back on there to draw back in. They were washing it off. It became this huge fight. Why? What is it hurting? Show me on the doll where people are dying in these crosswalks. Show me the data where it is actually an issue of people,
where it's unsafe.
Right, because that's not happening in West Hollywood. We have rainbow crosswalks here. I have not heard of that. In fact, I think it would draw more attention. Like, how do you miss a rainbow? These bright colors on the street.
Makes no
but
sense.
I have heard a lot of people, especially in LA, getting hit in regular crosswalks.
Right. The law was to protect the safety of the pedestrians. And it makes no fucking sense because everyone knows what a crosswalk looks like. Putting some color in between the white lines doesn't make it less of a crosswalk. And show me the data. Show me the data of the people getting hit by cars at specifically the rainbow crosswalks.
Show me the disproportionate data where we need to solve this problem. What you need to be solving is guns in schools. Do you want to talk about killing people? That's killing people.
We have bigger fish to fry.
We have bigger fish to fry. And like over this past week, two additional things happened with this. Like, they're bulldozing the crosswalks in Miami, not just like painting over them. Like, they're taking full bulldozers and ripping them out of the ground. It's crazy. Like, we're talking about South Beach in Miami, which is a coveted community. That's like someone going in West Hollywood.
Are they only bulldozing the rainbow ones, or are they bulldozing all the crosswalks?
My algorithm is showing me just the rainbow ones. I
want to look into that. Let me
look into it. But I can tell you that I have seen bulldozers hitting the rainbow crosswalk.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to make sure that like Miami's not doing this big city reroute and we're like, they're bulldozing all the rainbow crosswalks, because Miami is very LGBTQ friendly. So I would be very surprised about that. But
if it is happening, here's the state trying to make a statement of bigotry toward our people. That's how I would be perceiving that.
It's so sad.
And then just literally, I think a couple days ago, Greg Abbott in Texas has physically come out specifically mentioning rainbow crosswalks, that people need to get rid of them or he's going to withhold state funding. We're talking about Cedar Springs in Dallas, Texas, which I've been to many, many times as one of my markets when I did an LGBT campaign. It's a very small community. It's 3 blocks. It's a quarter of the size of West Hollywood. You can walk to it in like 10 minutes from end to end. Yeah. It's just LGBTQ tight community, and especially in a place like Texas where people feel like they need this protection. That's how these communities came about, is that we needed to gather for safety. And you specifically calling out, you're targeting it, like, fuck off, Abbott. I'm so sick of you. Vote this man out.
You know, and I feel like a lot of conservatives, when it comes to the queer community and pride and, you know, anything to do with the queer community, I feel like their response is always, we don't care. Just like, stop making it your whole identity. Like, stop putting it in our face. And then you have things like this that are happening that are specifically targeting your community.
Right.
And it's like, what do you guys fucking expect when they're painting over memorials that represent 49 deaths almost 10 years ago? Like, those things call for being louder about it. And then you wonder, like, oh, well, why are you guys making it your whole personality and putting it on our face? Because maybe I don't.
Because
maybe
it is my personality. It is who I am, and you're telling me I'm bad because of that. Fuck you.
Right. And like,
why do you have to make straight your personality? Why does it bother you? What is it changing your life? And stop telling me that I'm corrupting your children. What? Because
we're on the podcast and I'm a lot more aware of it now because we talk about it more. I feel like in the last 6 months, the queer community is just being inundated with like just things that are popping up, like the marriage, the court clerk, and now it's just, I feel like it's more. Has it always been like this?
Why do you think that's happening?
Or is it just more lately?
Why do you think that's happening?
I think it's a combination of our administration. And I think it's a combination of the conservative extremism and along with what I feel, and you might disagree, I do feel that there has been a lot of leftist extremism that has brought out the extremism from the conservatives and from this administration. Like over the last 4 years, I do feel like it's been intense. And so I feel like the pendulum is being forced to the opposite side. That's what I think.
I agree with the first part. I don't agree with the second part.
I didn't think you would. That's okay.
People on our side, they do not want to talk about it. We want to be left alone. People on our side don't see an issue with it. People are speaking up about it because I feel that the right is trying to villainize us. They're looking for a villain. We have talked about this. They're looking for someone to blame. They are targeting the trans community in a way that I have never seen in my life since I've been alive. And it is very triggering for us because we have lived this life just like other minorities have, where it was against the law not that long ago to even be gay. You know, there are scenes about it in Downton Abbey. And so it's just mind boggling to me that we're like, fuck, how are we living this again? Like, can you just leave us alone? We are not doing anything to you. There is not this huge, overwhelming amount of evidence that we are pedophiles and corrupting your children, when there are a lot of religious people out there that are doing terrible things to children. It is right in our faces. And here we are being the ones villainized for it. I think you are right that it is, I think, you know, you look at the bigger picture. I think the far right feels like they have permission to be louder bigots and be louder about their hatred for people that aren't like them. And I think they feel the administration has given permission to do that because he behaves the same way and says the same shit. He does. That man is not kind. You look at him and he is like, says some really fucked up shit. And so I feel like that is a big part of it. And I don't know many people that just want to make a big deal about the gay community to make people pissed off. I think it's retaliation of shut the fuck up. That's how I feel.
No,
that's my opinion.
I totally hear you. And I knew we would disagree on the second half of that part. When I'm talking about the extremism on the left side, I'm talking like over the last 4 years, and maybe as a woman, I see this a little bit more, and I'm a little bit more sensitive to it because I think the trans women in collegiate sports was a big conversation. We're talking about trans women claiming that they can get pregnant and have periods and things like that. And that was more of a conversation the last 4 years than it ever has been. And maybe to you, that doesn't feel, it's not threatening. That's not the word I want to use. But I think that the right has been more sensitive to that. And I myself as a woman am sensitive to some of those claims and some of those things. I don't think that's fair to cis women to make some of those claims and put trans women in some of those places. And so I think that's kind of where I was coming from that extremism. And like, maybe that's not something you can experience because you're not a woman. So you don't understand like that, how that might feel to a cis woman. Does that make sense?
It does. I think that these two issues you're bringing up are deeper conversations, and I think they're separate conversations. I think sports is one thing, but I think neither one of us will ever know what it feels like. But I have heard stories from trans people of how terrible people feel about themselves in the trans community. I do not think, I forget the word that you used, but it is a real thing. Being able to transition into a woman and feel like you are finally yourself and getting out of this body that didn't feel like yours and being able to feel like a whole woman, not part of a woman, is important to them. And that's just my rebuttal to that statement. And
that's fair.
This is a whole
nother conversation for sure.
I hear what you're saying from a woman's perspective and you feeling like you have this identity about you and what comes with that. Like, I understand that, but I feel like, again, there's something to be said about the identity of wanting to feel normal to them.
Yeah. I think it comes down to individual experiences and doing our best to respect that. And it doesn't mean that, you have to agree with it, but you do have to respect people's individual experiences. And that's on every side. And I think that's the lack of respect of people as individuals has kind of gotten us to where we're at.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I hear you. At the end of the day, I don't want to be villainized. I don't want my people to be villainized.
I hear you, yeah.
Leave us alone. Like, go worry about yourself. Yeah. Go worry about what's killing children. It's not us.
Yeah. Bigger problems.
So anyway, that's that.
Yeah. That's that. Well, let's move on to yes or pass.
Yeah, let's do something more lighthearted. Okay, so I have some fun ones that are very like Halloween. So
Ooh,
I'll
spook.
read these
Okay.
and yeah, spook. Okay, first one, adults who trick or treat without kids.
Pass.
Yeah.
Wait, unless it's at bars. That would be fun.
And like you trick or treats for like shots or
Yeah.
cocktails or something.
That'd be like
you
a
just
bar
leave as a
crawl.
group.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, okay, that's different, but like don't be going to people's
But yeah,
houses.
in a
It's
neighborhood.
weird.
Yeah, don't be knocking on the door. That's odd.
Yeah.
What about how do you feel about like teenagers trick or
I
treating?
think that there's an age gap. If the word teen is in your age, you're done.
Like with trick or treating, or
Yeah. I think after
Okay.
12, let's do something different.
It's been, yeah. Let's,
Pet costumes that are more elaborate than in their owners.
okay, I'm kind of pass on it because you know that pet fucking hates that shit.
Some do. Murphy loves to wear shit.
Yeah, but you're not putting Murphy in like a box and then like having shit come out of her. Like some people get a little crazy with it. A shirt and like a bandana is one thing. A hat
Yeah.
and like heavy shit on your dog is weird, right?
Yeah, I agree on the pass with like these big, massive people spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but like my friend's little wiener dog and like a hot dog, like little one piece. That's funny.
Oh
to me.
yeah. No, that's funny. That I'm good with.
Yeah,
That I'm good.
and then
Elaborate,
dress,
I'm
like-
thinking like crazy shit.
Yeah. Or like one of the howling dogs that like dress them up as an ambulance.
That's funny.
That's funny.
wait,
Yeah.
wait, you're right. Maybe I'm a yes. I don't know. Maybe I'm a yes.
Pumpkin spice everything starting in August.
Yes. Yes. I decorate for fall under normal circumstances, typically like mid-August.
I'm a yes on pumpkin spice things that make sense. Like you want to do your pumpkin spice latte, fine. You want to do your Trader
Yeah.
Joe's cookies, fine. I don't need pumpkin spice toothpaste. Like y'all are going too far with this.
Ew, is that real?
Yes. Like no, we don't need pumpkin
Ew.
spice. Like we don't need a pumpkin spice everything.
No.
Like everybody calm
no.
down.
And like unless it has fluoride in it, guys, don't use that. That's not good for your teeth.
No, pumpkin spice toothpaste, gross. No. I need the word mint in my flavor of toothpaste, or at least something that just cleans.
Spear or pepper?
Right. Handing out healthy snacks instead of candy.
Pass.
Yeah.
It's
like I remember as a
Halloween.
kid, someone would drop like an apple in my bag. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with that?
Yeah. And don't be that house. And if you have kids, don't be that parent because then your child gets made fun of because your mom's handing out granola bars.
Or like packets of carrots.
Yeah. Like we're not deer. Give us some candy.
And like if you get candy, right, like as a parent, moderate the intake. Don't give them 10 pieces
Yeah.
for breakfast. Couples or friends doing coordinated costumes.
Yes. Love.
Yeah. Yes. Totally it.
Yes.
I totally agree.
yes.
I remember
think
one
it's
of my
cute.
favorite costumes I ever did was a huge group costume when I lived in DC. Like we had, I don't know, it was like 15, 18 of us.
Oh my
and we all
God.
dressed
How did you
like
coordinate?
we all dressed as our favorite X-Men.
Oh, fun.
It was so fun. I mean, I went all out and people still talk about it. I was Storm.
Oh,
Like, bro,
that's
I looked
amazing.
so good. I look so good.
That's cute. I love it. Have you seen the one where people are at a roller coaster and they're like there's like a box and it looks like they're sitting and they all do like the
Oh, no, that's funny.
It's funny. It's
I love
cute.
a coordinated costume.
I saw on TikTok this family had they were like toddlers, twin boys, and they had like little cardboard box around them, a clear umbrella, and like lights, and they were UFOs.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Leaving a bowl of candy outside with a take one sign.
I do that without the take one sign because I don't feel like opening my door.
And what kid is taking one?
Yeah, who's gonna just take one? I
You
leave
know
the
they'd
bowl
be
out and then
handfulling that.
yeah, and then I because here's the problem. When the kids are awkward, and I'm sorry, a lot of y'all's kids are awkward nowadays because they don't ever interact with people. When I open the door and they all just stare at me and they're just like, I don't know what to say to them. And like, I'll compliment their costumes, and your children are so incapable of speaking. And don't come at me, all the parents that are like, well, my kid's autistic and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm talking about your normal fucking atypical kids that sit at my door. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a little Jasmine. You're so cute. And she's just like
Right. Where's the trick or treat?
staring at me. Yes.
Practice
Like
with your kids.
speak.
Trick or treat.
Yes.
That's a part of the experience. Sexy costumes that don't make sense.
Yes.
Like sexy candy corn.
Yeah, I love it. What about you?
I just think it reminds me of Mean Girls, people that just want to be sluts, and this gives them the permission.
I'm a mouse. Duh.
Duh. Showing up to a Halloween party or a costume party without a costume.
Pass.
Yeah, pass on that. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to go crazy, but think a little
Do
creative.
something.
Like, dress all black and say, I'm night. I don't know, make it
Yeah.
cliche, like whatever. I have a costume that is literally just one of those like $15 ones. That's the Top Gun jumpsuit. And if I have to
Perfect.
go and I don't want to feel like doing anything, I literally put on a jumpsuit and aviator glasses. Done.
Yeah, it's easy. I haven't ever seen this at a party, and I think now, because it's such an old thing, it'd be so funny. Cut some holes in your sheets and goes ghost.
Done.
How funny would
You
that be?
don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to like make it a big
Yeah.
effort, but I have seen people show up to costume parties without a costume. And it's like, girl.
Well,
come
it's because
on.
they think they're like too cool. I'm like, it makes you the polar opposite of cool.
People that keep their 12-foot Home Depot skeletons up all year round and then theme them for different holidays. I have seen that. And I have a friend that does that. It's like Christmas and they just put a Santa hat on it.
Wait, that's funny. I mean, I'm a pass on it. I wouldn't do it in my yard, but for my own entertainment, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
That's
Personally,
funny.
I'm just not a 12-foot decor person. Like, it's just,
Yeah,
it's just a little
that's
much.
a big.
And if you do it,
I
okay,
will
you do
say-
it, but it's like leaving your Christmas tree up to Valentine's Day. Like, girl, take your
Yeah.
time.
I mean, y'all know how I feel about tacky decorations in general, but one thing I do love is when people take like a family of skeletons and put them in different situations every other week, like throughout Halloween. That is funny. It's creative. It shows effort. Like, that I love.
We have a neighbor that does that. We walk the
think it's
dogs.
so
We love going by
funny.
that house. They have like 20 skeletons in their yard,
Yeah.
all over their house, doing all sorts
Yeah.
of things. It's actually really funny. We
Yeah,
love going by their
that's
house.
cute.
Okay, the last one is decorating for Christmas the weekend following Halloween.
Yes!
Big yes. Y'all can hate me if you
Big
want
yes.
to. You know how I feel about that. We talked about it. Big fucking yes.
I
That's my
fucking
yes or pass Halloween
Rocking
edition.
around the Christmas tree.
Rock
Oh yeah, Merry
around.
Christmas, everybody.
At the beginning of October.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna, I don't know if we don't know. So like, I feel like Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah to all. Last INYOs of the season, sticking with the Halloween theme. Okay, says so every year our neighbors go all out for Halloween. Like we're talking full blown production, fog machines, creepy music, animatronics, light sync to spooky soundtracks, the whole thing. I know, right? The effort. This year they decided to turn their front yard into what looks like a murder scene. There's fake blood splattered everywhere, body bags, a help me message smeared on the window, and even fake limbs sticking out of the bushes. It looks real. Like some people have been slowing down their cars to take photos. Well, one of our other neighbors, who's a bit older and super conservative, apparently called the actual police because she thought it was disturbing the peace and said it was triggering for children. The cops came, realized it was fake, and left, but now the block is divided. Half of us think it's hilarious and creative. The other half are acting like it's a war crime. Is this just good Halloween fun, or did they take it too far?
Y'all, it's Halloween.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
That's fucking hilarious. You call the police?
Like, they have other things that they need to be doing.
Right. This is spooky season. Like, let it be what it is. Like, people really love Halloween. Like, the way that we love Christmas, some people really love Halloween.
Yeah,
Let them live
exactly.
their moment. Like, it's their house and it's their property. You don't like it, don't look at it. But calling the police,
100%.
get over yourself.
Is ridiculous. You can get on your podcast and tell people they're tacky for their blow ups, but you just can't call the police. Also, can you imagine, like, do you have no humility? So you actually picked up the phone. 911, what's your emergency? And you said, my neighbors have a crime scene in their yard. And when the police got here and saw that it was fake, were you not embarrassed that they were like, this
Clearly
is a
not.
nothing burger? Like, you have to be some people just have that's a problem. No one has any humility anymore. And
Like,
the fact that this woman was not embarrassed.
you think it's triggering for children, but did you, like, were there mental health professionals going door to door and you were
Right.
concerned about it? No. Like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
show us the data.
Yeah, like show us the data. And like there are parents that can say like, oh, okay, like this is fake, it's Halloween, like this is lesson and spooky.
Yes.
How is that different than taking them to a haunted house? Like make this make sense.
Right.
And how is this making the neighborhood divided? It sounds I don't know.
Also, y'all talk to your neighbors too
Where do you
much.
live?
Right. I talked to one neighbor. Like, I would not know the thoughts of any of my neighbors. I speak to one neighbor. What do you mean the whole block? I guess some
I
neighbors,
mean, there are people that are
neighborhoods
friends
are
with
like
their
that.
neighbors. Yeah, there
Yeah,
are.
I know. My problem is if I haven't experienced it, I'm like, no one's experienced it, and it's weird.
Right. Anyway,
That's
it's good
ridiculous.
Halloween fun. It's good
Yeah.
Halloween fun. Like
Yeah, 100%.
Calm down. You got a few more weeks. It'll be gone, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's not Halloween theme.
Okay.
My significant other and I were watching TV, and then they started saying how they thought one of the people on the show had an amazing smile and was so attractive. Normally, I don't get bothered by this, as we both compliment others and are pretty secure in our relationship. But this particular person they were complimenting greatly resembles their ex. Am I thinking too much into this, or is this something I should bring?
Do not bring that up. That is not a battle you want to pick. That's, girl, you sounding a little insecure to me. Like, what are you going to say? Oh my God, that girl kind of looks like your ex. I'm upset about this. And then now he's going to feel stifled in this like banter you guys have about other people. Now he's not going to be able to do that because no, fucking keep your mouth shut. Sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut. And I'm glad that you came to us first. That shows a lot of self-control. I'm glad that you got your feelings out. And now you don't have to say anything. Hopefully you're over it by now and haven't said anything.
Yeah. I think if it's like something that's really, really common and they find other things that they bring their ex up.
Yeah.
If it happens a lot, then maybe talk about like how you're feeling as a whole of, you sort of bring the ex up a lot. Like, how are you feeling about that? I think that that's one thing. If this is just an isolated incident, maybe just kind of like process with that or talk to a friend, but it doesn't sound like it's, from me, and what I would think is, doesn't sound like their ex is on their mind. What it sounds like to me is like, if they've dated somebody that looks like this, I mean, they're attracted to certain features, right? Like, they didn't say, oh, he looks like my ex, I think they're hot. People have a type.
Yeah.
And so like, and then think about like, are there other instances, you guys say that you find other people attractive? Are there other instances where they have similar features? Like, is it all people with dark hair, or is it all people with darker melanin skin or long hair or whatever? Like, is that more common, even though it happened to look like their ex? I think of it about that perspective.
Oh my God. She's like, am I overthinking? And you're like, okay, think of it about all these different features. Do they have long hair, dark hair, short hair, light skin, dark skin? And then make your decision.
I mean, don't overthink it, but I'm just like trying to be empathetic of like just behavior.
You are definitely the Paula, and I'm like the Simon. I'm like, you're insecure. Chill out. And you're like, let's think about this actually and break down why you're feeling like this.
It doesn't sound like it's quite the crisis situation that you may be imagining.
Correct. It sounds like you're bored and you're just trying to pick a fight.
Yeah, don't bring it up unless it's like this consistent problem.
Where are you at in your cycle? If it's a few days out of your period, don't fucking say a thing.
And don't retaliate where you start doing that too.
Yeah. The crazy shit my mind comes up with like a few days out of my period, I'm like, Connor's leaving me. For sure.
Oh my God. You're certifiably insane.
Yeah. Well, hey, you can't control your brain sometimes in those moments. So, but anyway, you're overthinking it. Don't worry. He's in love with you. Or he might be in love with his ex. I guess you'll
Stop it. Don't say that.
Sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, everyone. Well, that is the season finale. So
yes,
be on the lookout for bonus content. Get caught up. Listen to episodes you haven't listened to. Still submit your INYO so that we have stuff to read when we come back.
Maybe we'll even do, if we get a lot of INYOs, maybe we'll even do like a bonus INYO episode if we get a bunch of them in.
Who knows?
That would be a fun
bonus episodes
little
could be
bonus,
coming. We just can't guarantee a weekly thing.
Yeah. Your girl has got to show a house. I can't be putting up this podcast equipment all the time. Well, when everybody's feeling really depressed come January 2nd, we'll be back.
But in the meantime, everybody, deck your halls with skeletons and menorahs and trees and turkeys and whatever else. And
happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. All right, bye, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.